Charles McVay was born August 31, 1898, in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Following in his father's footsteps, he rose through the ranks of the U.S. Navy, and by World War II, he was known as a capable officer, trusted with command of the cruiser USS Indianapolis. In July 1945, Indianapolis was chosen for a secret mission, delivering components of the atomic bomb. McVay and his crew made record speed from San Francisco to Tinian. After unloading, the ship headed for the Philippines to prepare for the invasion of Japan. But shortly after midnight, on July 30, 1945, the Japanese submarine I-58, commanded by Mochitsura Hashimoto, spotted the American cruiser. Hashimoto fired 6 torpedoes, and 2 found their mark. 1 tore away the bow, and the second exploded beneath her bridge. Indianapolis sank in 12 minutes, taking approximately 300 men with her. 900 survivors were left adrift in open ocean. Many only wore life jackets. Few had rafts. They expected a quick rescue, but help wouldn't arrive for days. Dehydration and exposure killed many, while some drank seawater and were driven mad. Sharks, drawn by the smell of blood, dragged scores of sailors to their death. On August 2nd, rescue came by accident. Lieutenant Wilbur Gwynn spotted an oil slick during a routine patrol, and the Navy rushed in to pull the survivors from the sea. Of the 1,195 men aboard the Indianapolis, only 316 survived. It was one of the greatest naval disasters in American history. Captain McVay was among the rescued. Exhausted and wounded, he asked one thing: "Why did it take 4 days to find us?" He never received an answer. Instead, he was court-martialed, charged with failure to zigzag, and accused of negligence. No other U.S. captain had ever been court-martialed for losing his ship in combat. McVay's request for an escort had been denied, and intelligence about submarine activity had been withheld from him. Admiral Chester Nimitz recommended only a letter of reprimand, but Admiral Ernest King overruled him. During the trial, Commander Hashimoto, the enemy who had sunk Indianapolis, testified on McVay's behalf, stating that zigzagging wouldn't have made a difference. He had been in a perfect position, and Indianapolis was doomed from the moment she appeared in his periscope. American submarine officers agreed, yet McVay was found guilty. Although the sentence was later remitted, the damage was done. McVay's career never recovered, and he retired in 1949. For the rest of his life, he received anonymous phone calls and hate mail from grieving relatives. "Merry Christmas," read one. "Our family's holiday would be a lot merrier if you hadn't killed my son." McVay's wife died of cancer in 1961, and friends later said the loneliness never left him. The loss of his ship, the court-martial, and the cruel letters took their toll. On the morning of November 6, 1968, Charles McVay was found dead on his back porch. Burdened by guilt and grief, he became the final casualty of the Indianapolis, claimed decades after the sea had taken her. Survivors of the Indianapolis campaigned tirelessly to clear his name, arguing McVay had been scapegoated to cover up Navy failures. Among his defenders was Hunter Scott, a 12-year-old from Florida, who researched the case for a history project in the 1990s and helped reignite public interest. Congress officially exonerated Captain Charles McVay in 2000. Before his death, Commander Hashimoto expressed his sympathy for McVay, saying, "He did his best. War is cruel." Charles McVay remains a tragic figure, a man blamed not for failing in his duty, but for the misfortune of command.